Hello again, everyone. It's This Week in Agribusiness meteorologist Greg Solier. We're in for Max Armstrong. Welcome to Farm Progress Dateline Drought. Our coverage of this historic drought of 2012 is brought to you by Genuity Drought Guard Hybrids. Well, a change in the weather pattern is underway across much of the heartland. You feel it up there across the Dakotas. Coming along into a Thursday morning, dawn temperature readings down into the 40s, stiff north winds across the Sioux Empire region, and it's a cold front that'll make its way out of eastern Wisconsin, trailing back into areas of northwestern Missouri, and a move to the east and southeast over the next couple of days should generate probably some meaningful rainfall. We've seen it, drought easing again, but fraught with severe weather prospects and potential into sections of the Great Lakes region. Rain's a little more scattered in nature by the time you hit St. Louis to about Columbus, Ohio line, and points on southward. So we'll get some sense of topsoil rejuvenation as we have seen over the past couple of weather systems into the top few inches into areas of northern Iowa, northern Illinois, northern Indiana, and northern Ohio. Parts of the Hoosier State have seen several inches thus far into the month of August. So again, a dent, if you will, in this drought weather pattern. Signs of this pattern change evolving into an autumn-like feel for the next several days. No sign of any killing frost or freeze. Granted, crops are well along and advanced. Signs of some harvest going on into sections of Nebraska. But a definite cool spell in store that'll ease up any late-season moisture requirements, allows for some of those rains to take hold into some of the pasture lands and rangelands. So, again, a better weather pattern playing on out. And this is the way it does play out, by the way, on the maps and charts extending over about the last 10 days or so of the month of August, at least from a Fed standpoint. Now we'll have that 4-week outlook again on This Week in Agribusiness and keep you up to date. We do see a significant pattern shift to colder and wetter across the heartland. It's just beyond the 4-week period towards late September and in through October. But in the meantime, for the dates through the 23rd and 29th of August, below average across much of the plain states. Nothing barbarically cold for the time of year, but cooler than average. Who's to complain with outdoor activities and farm shows and the like? Meanwhile, from a precipitation standpoint, there's also severe weather prospects down the line in the severe area that we'll take a look at in just a second. But moisture over the southeastern half of the country and good coverage, heavier than usual. Lower Great Lakes region, eastern Texas, back into the eastern seaboard. Normal across the heartland, dry across the west. Back into that stormy weather pattern cycle for the next 24 to 36 hours. Slight risk for severe weather. Fort Wayne down to Little Rock and points on to the east. Of course, we'll keep you posted. That's the check on weather. Here's Bryce Knorr and a look at markets.
Farmers who have been frustrated by falling prices this week finally saw the market today perform the way they thought it should. Futures rallied across the board, though prices remain well off recent highs. Soybeans led the charge. Rumors of more Chinese buying seem to be backed up by a jump in basis at the Gulf, which surged to new highs. Traders are looking for a big week of export sales, 31 million bushels, in tomorrow's tally, which will reflect most of the big daily sales announced by USDA last week. November futures rallied 36.5 cents today to close at 16.34.5 after holding its key 30-day moving average yesterday. Corn exports are not expected to light it up tomorrow, with the average guess at only 18 million bushels. Export bids remain weak, but did improve a little today at the Gulf. But it's one of the other components of demand that has the market buzzing. The Energy Department said ethanol production rose 2,000 barrels a day in the latest period, with inventories declining by 200,000 barrels. The 819,000 barrels produced daily translates into an annual usage of 4.516 billion bushels of corn, slightly above USDA's revised forecast for the 2012 crop. Ethanol remains attractive because gasoline prices are rallying on the heels of gains in crude oil, which was up almost 75 cents a barrel today on a bigger than expected drop in crude oil and gasoline inventories. December corn rejected a break below its 3-week channel support line, closing 15 cents higher today at 8.04. Gains in wheat lagged a little behind, but after a huge break, anything was welcome. Evidence of demand this week from North African importers suggested they were in a hurry to buy. While Egypt bought wheat out of the Black Sea, Algeria secured durum supplies from Canada and the U.S. In addition, Morocco has failed to attract any offers for either U.S. or European wheat under special tariff deals. Traders don't expect big sales numbers tomorrow for wheat, but they should be decent. Chicago September wheat rose 7 cents today to $8.46 3/4. Kansas City gained 6 to $8.58, and Minneapolis was up 10 3/4 to $9.13 1/2. Be sure to keep up with the drought situation across the country by visiting www.datelinedrought.com.